let me start with this. You can compare Cardano to Bitcoin. You can compare Cardano to Ethereum. You can compare these protocols. You can really do it. And you can do it in a neutral way, right? And there doesn't have to be any emotion behind it. And this is a really big part of my investment thesis. It's very simple, actually. On this screen is market cap. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, right? BNB, Cardano sitting at number 6. Number 4, if we get rid of those stable coins. $21 billion market cap. Ethereum's all the way up here at $218 billion. It's a 10x spread in market share. Cardano is positioned so nicely. It's positioned so well to capture a big piece of that gap, if not more. And we have to compare these things. So there are people that don't like it. There are people that say it can't be done, but it absolutely can be done, especially when we look at the technologies. And I want to start here. Before we really actually look at the charts, we're going to dig into the charts. I want to start here with this tweet. I came across this today. And again, this is no negativity, everybody. I want to be extremely clear about that. It's not negativity, but this is logic. This tweet says, "I'm so excited for tomorrow. In 2014, I started reading Vitalik's musings on the future of Ethereum on the Ethereum blog. The concept that captured me the most was proof of stake. It's pretty sick, actually. 8 years later, we are about to witness the first major step of proof of stake becoming a reality." This is a positive tweet. I think it's a really cool thing. This person they're on their own crypto journey. You can see over the side of the screen, it says Ethereum Maxi. So they're an Ethereum maximalist. It's fine. Maybe they dislike Cardano. Maybe they don't care about Cardano. I don't know. But this is just an illustration of the opportunity and the power that I see in Cardano and ADA on these charts. So it's good to see this. 8 years later, we're about to witness the first major step of proof of stake becoming reality. Everybody in Ethereum is excited. I get it. I'm happy for them. I'm excited for them. Again, they're on their own journey here in crypto, and it's a big deal. It's a big deal for them. But then this is how I found the tweet. This was retweeted by an ADA community member, if you will. It says, "Cardano is about 4 years faster launching it despite their academic research, peer review processes, and formally verified methodology. Ouroboros is the most cited cryptographic research, truly a groundbreaking proof-of-stake protocol, unmatched and far ahead of any other." This is the other piece of my investment thesis. Everybody talks about Cardano is so slow Cardano is so slow in terms of releasing and building the protocol. But Cardano, though it was a little slower, right, with its research-backed approach, it launched first in terms of proof of stake, and it is working amazingly. It is secure. It's decentralized, and it's only becoming more so as time goes on. And so the piece of my investment thesis is this. This is also very simple. Besides the market share that is on the table for Cardano as it continues to prove itself, besides that, it's maximalists across the crypto world are so focused on the Bitcoins of the world, the Ethereums of the world. They're not seeing what Cardano is doing. And if they are seeing it, they're blatantly ignoring it. And that can only go on for so long in technology. When a technology continues to prove itself and a community keeps growing alongside that proof, and we've been tracking these other data pieces. I'm not just throwing words out there. The interest in Cardano is growing. Even Grayscale, right? We've been mentioning this lately. Their allocation towards Cardano, an ex-Ethereum smart contract in their ex-Ethereum smart contract fund is growing. And so the opportunity, in my view, and this is what has attracted me to Cardano, is just there and growing more and more as this continues to happen. And so now we dig into the charts, and now we just have purely charting data, right? So this is ADA BTC, and we can compare them, everybody. ADA USD trades in cycles, BTC USD trades in cycles, BTC ADA trades in cycles. It's all rhythm, right? And so I want to track this because right now, a lot of things happening on the ADA BTC chart, namely, number one, we have this bounce off of this oversold area on the RSI, and historically, ADA has put in these bottoms when this has happened, right? So here's all the way back here, 2019. Here's the last bear market low in 2018. Even if just getting pulled into the 50-week moving average in blue, right, before some further consolidation, it happened. And so here we are below the 20-week, getting ready to potentially break above this green line, but the 50-week moving average up here, and Cardano has that room to the upside. Now, digging further into this, what I wanted to bring up is this. We have around 20 days left until the Vassal hard fork. This is ADA BTC leading into, right here, the smart contracts coming online for ADA. So this is, what is this? Going in basically into September as the Alonzo hard fork was getting ready to happen. This is the multi-asset ledger going into March, the Mary hard fork. This right here is Shelley and the staking mechanism that we just covered. So do you see the stepping stones on the ADA BTC chart leading into these hard fork events? They're very similar and kind of mirroring what we see on the USD charts and what we've been tracking, these green boxes. I've just been talking about them nonstop going into these hard fork events. Are we going to get that pump, right? And so far, for a couple of weeks, ADA has on this weekly chart from the bottom, it's been doing pretty well, right? Even if you go to Cardano and we just look at like these top coins, Cardano in the 7-day up 16%. I think a lot of this has to do with the fact that the hard fork is on its way, and historically, this is what we've been waiting for. Will ADA outperform going into the hard fork as it has in the past? So far, it has. Will it continue in the next 20 days? That's the question. But on the ADA BTC chart, you can see the setup is there. The setup is there from just putting aside the hard fork events. The setup is there for a move to the 50-week moving average. It really is in the next few weeks or so. And if we look at that, that's another, on the ADA BCC pair, at least 50% to the upside, 45 to 50% to the upside. Maybe that happens before, and this could be in the middle of a crypto rally, traditional market rally. ADA's outperforming Bitcoin in a sense, and then it consolidates back down if markets need to kind of exit that rally and consolidate and go lower, right? So we're leaving room for that possibility, but we're also anticipating potentially 4 for 4 here with these going into hard fork event gains. Same thing with ADA ETH. So not only can we compare, I think, the staking mechanisms and the protocol itself and how it's growing and how it's building and market share and all that stuff, but we can also compare the charts. And it's actually interesting to watch the story of both blockchains grow from a fundamental level and kind of see and gauge, well, what kind of separation will there be between the two? Will ADA actually ever kind of break all-time high on the ADA ETH pair? It's going to be something really cool to kind of track. It's compelling data, but needless to say, stepping outside of that, we have the same thing happening on the ADA charts, which is kind of exiting this almost oversold area on the charts, and we've been here before. You can actually even see 1, 2, kind of 3 consolidations on this RSI most recently, and we had this recently, or back in 2020, 1, 2, 3 swing lows on the RSI before that pop to the upside. Also, Mary hard fork, the multi-asset ledger going into that hard fork event. So interestingly enough, the charts, even on the RSI, coinciding with these hard fork events, powerful. And then we can even just look, you can see ADA exiting a similar territory on the RSI, slower moving momentum oscillator going into Shelley. And yes, we got a swing high, almost all-time high on this Ethereum ADA ETH chart going into Alonzo hard fork and smart contracts right here. So needless to say, USD chart, ADA BTC chart, and ADA ETH chart, every hard fork event thus far, ADA has made a move, a powerful move to the upside. And so here we are, 20 days or so left going into the end of June for this next hard fork event. It will be continually interesting to see if it plays out the way we've been anticipating it really could. And so far on this weekly chart, there's been, it's kind of seen some gains from the swing low back here to where it is right now, almost 60% to the upside. So it already is proving itself a little bit. It's proving itself. You just look at the 7-day again on CoinMarketCap. ADA 16%, and most others in red. Bitcoin 1.33%. So that's what we're looking at right now, everybody. And it's okay, in my view, to do these things, to track these things, because it's really important data, especially if you're an ADA holder. If you're not an ADA holder, I understand how there's people out there that they treat crypto like it's sports and like these are teams arguing, fighting with each other, trying to win. I don't look at it like that. I think that's petty. And it's actually frustrating to be in the crypto space with that going on. But this data coming from all these different directions, I think, points to Cardano as being one of the most serious opportunities in crypto. We're talking it's a top 10 crypto, so it's still risky, of course, but a top 10 crypto with so much market share on the table for it to capture. It doesn't get any better than that, especially when fundamentals are proving themselves over and over again, and the network is growing, the community is growing. It's pretty epic in my view, and this is why I'm bullish on Cardano. Please note, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, everybody. I'm tracking my journey in crypto. Cardano happens to be a really, really big piece of that. So let me know your thoughts below. I really appreciate all of you out there. Right as I was about to record this video, I came across this tweet. The line to get into Cardano, the Cardano event, is massive. Cheers to a dedicated community. Look at this. Look at that. It looks so cool. Look at ADA Whale. That's a lot of bots. That's hilarious. That's a hilarious tweet. I would love to be here at Consent. I think this is a Cardano event and Consensus. I would love to be there. I would just enjoy being at a Cardano event. Hopefully, we're getting ready to settle in finally in a few weeks. When things settle down, hopefully we can, somehow get to an event, do an event. Would you guys, and let me know in the comments below if you're still watching this video, would you guys, are you into meetups? Are you into events? Let me know. I'm curious. Either way, I appreciate y'all for cruising by. Let's see how these charts play out. Here's ADA on the USD, seeing that resistance at this upper trend line. That's for a whole nother video, right at the 50-day moving average. That's a whole nother video we'll track. I appreciate you cruising by. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.